Alright guys, here we go, episode 51. This is going to be all the off-season stuff all thrown into one, so we're going to cut it in between all the advances and all that jazz, because we're going to do on a everyday basis from here on out until we get to the postseason, or the preseason. And it's going to be back to every 3 days like usual. But as of right now, we have a full dynasty once again. Mississippi State went to Pitt. He transferred schools, and I'm going to say you just got stunned, I guess. He joins, one of the new guys joined as Cal. Merck 2852 joined as Florida State, and Chase 5711 joined as Clemson. So we are pretty spread out this year across the board. We got 3 people in the ACC now. We went from none to 3, so it's gonna be a fun ride this year. We're gonna check the players leaving real quick, just so you can see what's going on, what's going down for all the users. I didn't have anybody going early or anything like that. Everybody was normal, but I got 3 guys that are projected to go pretty high. But the surprise of this whole thing is Stuckey is not going pro. The Heisman winner his junior year is not going to go pro, and that makes no sense whatsoever. It's stupid. Check out UCLA, and I don't know if this is for real or not, but this is what he's looking at. He lost a lot of good people. Center for sure, center, defensive tackle, quarterback, corner, middle linebacker. He's losing some pretty good people if they all go pro or graduate or whatever. Tulsa, he's losing a center, a right tackle, and he's losing some offense and some defense. So he's losing a little bit there. Pitt, this is his first year, so he's got a long ways to go. That is for sure. Penn State, losing his good left guard, his quarterback's gone. But his running back's still there, which is going to be really good for him. His running back won all kinds of awards this year. Hall Miller from Ole Miss, and this doesn't make any sense. This guy won all kinds of awards too. He's not going pro. It's weird stuff like that makes Madden NCAA kind of frustrating. It's like, why would he not go pro? Guess he's done with football. LSU, a lot of people going pro. Golly, but look at that. All in the 90s. So he's losing some good people there. ECU losing some good people too. Quarterback, halfback, that was his stud halfback. Auburn is also losing some good guys. So everybody across the board is losing some people. We're going to advance it real quick and see who all went where. If anybody, I guess I'll just show mine. I don't know if I can show everybody else's. See where they went in the draft, and then we'll advance to the next stage. So be right back. All right, into the transfer request stage. Typically we skip this just because it's a transfer request. I assume that you want anybody that wants to transfer to your school, and if you don't want them, then you can cut them. Everybody went where they were projected to go, so that's nice. UCLA had a couple of guys go, all seniors, so he kept his young guys. Tulsa even had some guys go pro. Pitt, nothing. Penn State, first round. He's got some good clout there. First couple of rounds went pretty good. LSU, Ole Miss. Golly, LSU lost a lot of people. They went in high rounds too, which is good. They're all seniors. 4th, 5th round. Auburn. I mean, I guess everybody took care of their stuff. I didn't see any juniors going pro, so that's good to see. Check out the transfer requests. See if I have anybody coming in. More than likely I don't. Yeah, I didn't think so. I can't show anybody else's because I can't see that. But like I said, I assume everybody wants to accept those, and then you can cut them in the cut players. So we just skip past it, and it's checked by default to accept everybody. So we're going to skip it. We're going to get into off-season recruiting next. So we'll be right back with that. All right, we're back in the off-season, in the recruiting stage. I hope everybody's done, because nobody read it up besides me, even though I know for sure Ole Miss did it. And looking online, some of the other people used their experience or their points. So I know people did it, they just didn't ready up. So I'm hoping that's what's going on. I will show you what I'm going to do, what I'm looking at as of right now. No, it's not going to really matter. And then we'll advance it and see what's going on for everybody else. But these are the 3-4 guys I'm putting points on. This guy I have squeaked by, and nobody else has really found him. So hopefully I can get a hold of him. An athlete that I'd really like to have. This is Charles Ruvian. Ole Miss found him about the same time I did, if not the exact same week. It was kind of convenient. It's one of those we both found the good corners at the same time, man. And he's got the advantage almost every time, like a 70-point bonus every week. Plus he's national champion, all that jazz. So I wasn't gonna win that. And a couple of other guys I would like to have, but I don't want to lose the points on some of these other dudes. So that's where we're sitting. What we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna advance it, and we'll cut it back after the advance and see who got who was the top class, what everybody else got recruiting wise, and see how everybody else did. So be right back. Alright, just got done with the advance. We are done with the off-season recruiting stage to the signing day. See who got who, where people went, all that jazz. I finished the year with 6 scholarships on the table. That's gonna hurt. I did not get the guard I wanted or the tight end. A lot of guys I would have liked to have had. How close was I on some of these? 1,000, 8,000. Yeah, definitely wasn't getting that guy. Iowa went all out on him. Oh, I got this guy. I was like, how come I don't have any? Where am I at on that guy? 800 points away. Yes, I got this guy. The guy I wanted, about 4,000 points. Reed, got him too by 2,000. Lost to Ole Miss considerably. Golly, 4,000 points, and didn't get that guy. But my season recruiting was actually really bad in my opinion. I didn't get near the guys I needed or wanted to get. I got some good players, don't get me wrong, but just not what I wanted, and definitely not compared to everybody else. So check out the top classes. This is where we'll see where everybody else set. Just run up to the top. Number 1, Alabama. Ole Miss finished number 2 in the nation with 4 5-stars. Golly. Man, look at that, 4 2-stars. I think I'm about right there. And he's got some pretty good players. I remember him telling me about this guy. This guy's going to be good. The Tremblay. Jackson, there's my corner. And Gonzalez. I think I saw both of these guys at one point, but it's like same thing with Franklin. It's one of those, whenever somebody's got the advantage over you, there's no point in wasting your points whenever you're not going to make any ground up. So I cut my losses quick. So he got a pretty good recruiting class overall. And there's no way to sort this by any means. Florida State, it's a new guy. Why is it so laggy? So I don't know if it really counts, but he got some decent guys, man. So he's looking pretty good for his first year. So he's gonna be sitting all right. I was the second old user. I had 1 5-star player. I had 4 1-stars. What the heck? 4 1-stars? Dude, come on now. Once again, I got some decent guys, and then the computer decided I wanted crap players, so I got them. Penn State had some pretty good dudes too, man. Everybody's looking okay. I mean, at least considerable amounts of 4 and 3 stars, which helps. Auburn, who lost a lot of good players this year. LSU also. He ended up getting some pretty good guys. And then anybody else? UCLA, 14 3-stars. Golly. Quarterback. You got a couple of corners, a couple of quarterbacks. I mean, he pretty much helped his offense and secondary all the way around right there. Anybody else? LSU, like I said, he lost a lot of good people in his secondary this year, so it's gonna be interesting to see where he's sitting. He got a couple of good guys too. Yeah, not too bad. Clemson, one of the other new guys. He got all right for not having to do it. Mississippi State, who was a user, is no more. He is over at Pitt now, which is right here. So a lot of 3-star players this year. I wonder how they're going to translate. It's like how many people are actually going to stay, how many people are going to get cut, type situation. ECU and Tulsa. ECU is about like I was, left a lot of recruits on the table. He got some good players though. At least by star caliber, I can't actually see what they are. I wish they could do that as a commish, but I guess not. Tulsa got some good players too. Anybody else left? Cal? Yeah, one of the other new guys. I mean, it's not. I feel kind of bad for him because they joined late, but that's just, though, it is what it is, man. Can't do anything about it. So they'll get a whole full season now, as long as they stay in it, stay active to get people. Well, that's where we're sitting. That's the signees for everybody. I mean, I thought we did okay. Like, would have loved to have done better. I would have loved to have had a recruiting year like Ole Miss, but not quite lucky enough. So we're gonna cut it here, and we'll cut it back with some more steps, whatever's next in the offseason. All right, we're on to the training results. Don't know if you want to see this or not. If you don't, let me know. Next offseason, I won't show it, but we're gonna run through it real quick. See who the top guys were. I have a 99 overall player. Yeah, buddy. Quarterback Hurd. Oh, I can see everybody's teams. Yeah. Got my backups in there. They moved up pretty good too. Moore, he's gonna be my starter. He's like the Stuckey was last year. He's like this guy this year. And I got some good young guys, but I mean, looking at my team, I'm hurting in a lot of areas. I mean, I'm especially on defense. And luckily, I got a tight end from somewhere who wasn't there before, I think. Oh, there we go. There's the guy. I don't have, like, my offensive line is horrible. I don't have any backups. My secondary is considerably lacking. I'm just in a world of hurt this year, which is not good, because I want to win. I want to at least get to the conference championship. I don't know if I want to win it, but I don't know if I can get there, man. I can't even beat the computer. Lost one game to the computer and screwed me over. Jackson, Washington. I mean, look at 3 seniors are my top players. But granted, I got some. Look at freshman Nelson. What's up, guy? Anything else? Yeah, I mean, just not good at all. Oh yeah, my kicker with dreads, Stewart. So we're sitting all right. Can I actually look at other people's teams here? Yeah, I'm just gonna look at their top improvements. He's got quite a bit of people in the 90s. A good portion of his secondary. Tulsa, he's moving up there. He's been doing some recruiting. And he's one of the originals. It's me, Seabolt, and the Italian. We are one of the 3, or we're the only 3 originals still left in it. And I know me and the Italian aren't going anywhere. And Seabolt has been really active, so I don't think he's going anywhere either. Yeah, Penn State's got some good players too. Ole Miss. Gosh, man, 99, 98, 96, 95. I got one guy that's 99. He's got like 2. LSU's got some good peeps too. Florida State, phone going off. Florida State sitting nice. Man, he's sitting pretty good. ECU, he's been recruiting pretty good too. Over there in the conference that he's in, Mountain West. I totally forgot what conference he's in. I'm pretty sure it's Mountain West. I'm gonna say Mountain West. If I'm wrong, don't tell me, because I'm never wrong, and I don't want it to be documented that I was wrong. So that's the updates for everybody. We're gonna advance into the Cup players. So see you in a minute. All right, we're back into the preseason 2016. Got my recruiting board set up. Got my red shirt players done. Everybody else is hopefully done. Pitt didn't say they were, and UCLA didn't. And it says 9 out of 11. Tulsa, he said it forced him to quit, so he couldn't rejoin as Tulsa. So as soon as I advance it, he will be able to rejoin. I had to adjust the star difficulty, because I think he's a 5-star team now. So that's why it's like that. But there is a 12th. Don't worry about it. He will be back as soon as we advance it. Looking at the custom schedules, we try to make it pretty even. I try to give everybody at least 3 to 4 user games. I have the most personally. Cal wanted to play me, as well as Florida State. They're 2 or the 3 new guys, so I play them. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 user games. Tulsa will be a user game as soon as he rejoins. We couldn't mess with his schedule, so we tried to fit him in wherever we could. And my first 4 weeks of the season are against users. I mean, I barely won against Tulsa, lost by 3 LSU, lost by 3 Ole Miss. So I'm going to have a very, very rough schedule as of right now. And something we did this year, I guess it didn't save. And we had changed all the user games to be at different locations. Like you can hit X and select a neutral site. But apparently they didn't save. Man, that's a lot of work that I'd have to redo that I don't really want to redo right now. It's like almost midnight, and I gotta get this edited and uploaded for in the morning. So I'm not gonna mess with it again. I don't remember where everybody was playing, but just to show where everybody's got. LSU has four user games. We try to give everybody the most we could. Not necessarily the most we could, just to keep it kind of even. Cal's got 1, 2, 3, 4 user games. Clemson has 1, 2, 3. He would have had 4, but South Carolina is a rivalry game, and I didn't want to take that away from him. Plus, he would have had to play another user right here, and that's not. It's one of those again. He's new. I don't know if he's played before or how much he's played or anything like that. So I didn't want to kind of throw him into, oh, here's 5 user games this year. I mean, I'd give him benefit of the doubt. ECU. Now he's been in the Dynasty for a good while. So this is the only way we could do it because of how some of the schedules were. I mean, like the end of his season is completely booked. So we gave him Florida State, Penn State, Pitt, and UCLA. And that was mostly for these other schools just because they didn't have the games either, and he was available for the first couple of the games of the season. So his first 3 games are against users. Sorry, man. That's like I said, it's just the way it's got to be. we can't do anything about it. Whereas like Florida State is towards the end of the season. He's got 4 user games. I mean that's just nothing we could do. LSU, he's got week 3, week 8, and then the end of the season for him. That's because most of his is in conference. Because we have in SEC we have 4 users. So it's pretty much a guaranteed 3 games. For Ole Miss, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He couldn't get Florida State in for him, just because of the way scheduling was. Because Florida State, like I said, Florida State and Cal both requested to play. Or was it Cal? Might have been Clemson. I think it was Clemson. Oh well, he's playing Cal. I know Florida State for sure. It's the 2C teams. That's confusing. Penn State, we couldn't get him a 4th because the way his schedule is. So we gave him number 2 Notre Dame to start the season because he almost had the national championship, but he lost in the conference championship game again because we had to sim it. So hopefully he'll get there this year. Pitt has some good users. He got 3 users to start the season. Like I said, we couldn't do too much, and this one was already there because it's a rivalry game, so that worked out great. UCLA, ECU, Tulsa, Cal, LSU. So pretty much everybody got 3. I think the one that had the fewest was Tulsa, just because we couldn't edit his schedule and get it all set up. But that's just the way it is, man. That's the way it goes. So we're gonna advance it and get ready for season number 1. Get this thing going. I'm playing Cal first. I want to look at that just to make sure. My first game of the season is against Cal. So user. So it's going to be interesting to see. Haven't played with my new team, and he hasn't played with his team, obviously, because he's new. And it's the start of the season. So it's going to be an interesting season with a lot of user games as long as all these users stay in the Dynasty. So we're going to go ahead and start it right here. Advance to the regular season. That's going to be it for this episode. We're back on our 3-day schedule, and we will continue with that until we get to the end of the next season. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Good to be back. See you guys next time.